Good afternoon, everyone. Will Dupree in the KXAN live studio. Thanks so much for joining our stream. All of this week, we are starting an effort called Set for School. We here at KXAN have been wondering about how the pandemic would affect the start of the new school year, and we're already seeing some issues. Namely at Leander Independent School District. The district shared last night that the school year for the high school students within the district would be pushed now from today until Monday, and that's because of a technical problem found with the school's laptops provided to students. So we had a conversation a little bit earlier today with the superintendent of Leander ISD, anchor Tom Miller. Talked to him, and here's that conversation.
Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Gearing. I want to ask you, I know it's the first day of school, but a rough start for the high schoolers, probably about 13,000 students who were expecting to start today. That got pushed to Monday because of a technology issue. What exactly happened?
Yeah, so I appreciate you saying a rough start for high school students. I think our high school students are perhaps the only ones who are happy at this point in time about us putting school off until Monday. We did have a vendor issue with our web content filtering service. They gave us a call about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon to let us know that all the work that we've been doing this summer to ensure that we can get all 18,000 of our Windows-based machines online together at one time, starting this morning. The reports that they gave us as late as last Friday were that we were going to be able to do that. Everything had been tested and everything was looking good. And about 3 p.m. last night, they called us and said, we made a miscalculation. We've had an issue with another school district that started earlier in the week, and that's what pointed us to this issue. And we're only going to be able to get about 12,000 of your machines online in the morning. And then as they come online, if more than 12,000 try to get on, then we're going to probably have major system-wide issues that could potentially shut everything down. And so we had to make a quick decision last night, unfortunately, to try to figure out, so how do we limit the number of Windows-based machines that we put on the network in the morning to make sure that all of that works. So we made the decision to ask our high school kids to start only on Monday. The company is overnighting new servers to us. Those should be here Friday morning. We'll spend Friday night, all of Saturday, installing new software and getting that up and running, and then testing on Saturday night and Sunday in the hopes that everything will be set and ready to go so we can get everybody in the district back online for virtual empowered learning on Monday morning.
Right. I know at this point the plan is to have the first 3 weeks of school be virtual from home, and then students who've opted in can come back to campus. Is there a definite date, though, for when that's going to happen? And how many students do you expect? How is that all going to work?
So right now we're observing the Austin-Travis County health order that is in place. And we have a potential start date of in-person learning on September 8th. That, of course, is subject to any new orders that Austin-Travis County Health Department puts out in the next week or so. But the plan is right now that we will be taking a waiver request to our board for approval next week to allow us to have that additional 4 weeks that TEA has offered us for virtual learning starting on September 8th for an additional 4 weeks out. We're not intending to be 100% virtual learning after September 8th. Our intention is to start bringing students back, but the health officials are advising us that we need to do that in a very measured way. And so we'll be phasing students back in likely, potentially starting with 25% of our capacity as we start bringing students back in that first 2 weeks to see how things go and to make sure that we can keep everybody safe inside that in-person environment. And then, based on what happens in that first 2 weeks, then we'll look at expanding that capacity after that in phases until we can afford to bring everybody back who wants to be back in person over time. The goal of this, of course, is to try to stay open as long as possible and to really look after the safety of our staff and their families and the safety of our kids and their families. Our staff is absolutely critical to us, so we can't do in-person learning without our staff in the buildings. And so we have to protect them as much as we can as we go forward.
And then how do you decide who that original 25% that comes back on campus is?
Yeah, it's a great question. We're still working on the finite details of that, but this is going to be our highest needs children wherever possible. So our special needs children, our youngest learners, are going to be first on that priority list. We're also going to prioritize staff children because we know that in order for them to be able to be 100% engaged with their students, they need to have their own personal children taken care of. And so we're working very closely with our partners to make sure that we can make that happen.
I'm sure you know that both Thrall ISD and Lampasas ISD, they brought students back on campus. Are you following what's going on with those districts? Are you talking with those superintendents at all? Are they sort of a test case?
We do have good connections with area districts and their superintendents. We have lots of conversation happening, and we're watching very carefully what others are doing. And because that does help us to inform, how things are going. I think we have to acknowledge that every district is unique, every community is unique. Williamson County, for instance, has started putting out their case data by zip code so that communities can really start to dig into what's really happening in our community and how do we deal with that. Being a district of 200 square miles, we have, significant different issues in different parts of the district. And so we have to make sure that we're doing the right thing for each of those communities.
Okay. It's our understanding that some students have Chromebooks, some students have other types of laptops. Is there a preference there or a reason that it's split up like that?
Sure, yes. So our elementary students have the Chromebooks, and that was our device of choice for those elementary students. And then everybody 6 through 12 have Windows-based laptops. And so, that's our one-on-one device that are issued actually to students to take home even in normal times. And so those are the devices that have been affected by this current issue. We, of course, have enough capacity to keep our middle schools online, and so they're in school today.
Okay. Okay, next question. I want to ask you just about, clearly, you're starting school with a pandemic as sort of the backdrop. What is your worst fear as superintendent? What keeps you up at night?
So it's really a double whammy for me because we're having to make decisions about people's lives, about the safety of not only our employees and our kids, but of their families and of contexts that they may have that we don't know about. But at the same time, we also have to make sure that we're offering opportunities for families with situations that we just don't know about or don't understand. So it's very difficult to say you can't come to school if your family really needs you to be in school for the economic welfare of that family. And so there's pressure from both sides of this to do two completely different things, and making that decision of how to prioritize that and how to try to meet the needs of unique families and unique individuals in our community is one of the things that I'm finding most challenging in this situation. So we're trying to make as balanced decisions as possible, and we're trying to give as much choice as possible because we know we don't understand everybody's unique circumstances. We've asked our families to reach out to us and try to communicate with us what their needs are so that we can try to meet those. But of course, that's going to continue to be a significant challenge as we go forward.
All right. I want to ask you, what is the protocol if and when a student or staff member or multiple start to get positive test results for COVID-19?
So we've done significant work based on all of the direction that we're getting from outside agencies, including the governor's office, the TEA, our local health authorities. We're working very closely with them to make sure that all of our protocols and procedures are aligned with what the guidance is that we're getting. You can find all of those documents on our webpage, and we have comprehensive plans and protocols for everybody. Those are very detailed, and so it would be best if people would go to the source documents and really reference those.
Okay, but is it safe to assume that there would be classroom closures or potentially school closures? Or I mean, are those in some of the protocols?
Absolutely. So we're working very closely with the health authority to make sure that we keep our staff and our students safe, and that will potentially include closing down classrooms and closing down schools potentially at some point in time. And of course, we'll work in conjunction with them collaboratively to make sure that that happens the right way.
Okay. Lastly, I had another technology question, which is just to say, I know for a school district that I believe is around 40,000 students, getting technology to all those students is a Herculean task. Do all students have some sort of device issued from the district, or are there still those that need those devices? Are there some who are using their own personal devices?
We have offered a district device to every one of our students. We've had a significant set of days that we've been putting those out to students. There have been traffic jams and long lines as people have lined up to make sure that they have one of those devices. Of course, we have students who are using their own personal devices in some cases, and that's absolutely their choice. We're encouraging that too. We do have students who still do not have devices, either because they haven't had access to getting them from us, we're working, or they have connectivity issues where they're living. So we're working very closely with those individual families to make sure that they stay connected to the district physically if they cannot be connected virtually. And so we have identified all of those, and we're working very closely with them one-on-one to try to make sure that we meet their needs.
All right. Dr. Gearing, we really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for talking with us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
All right, everyone, that again was the superintendent of Leander ISD joining anchor Tom Miller here earlier this morning talking about the start of the school year. And the timing could not have been more opportune for us because of the technology issues that plagued the start of the virtual school year there. High school students are now having to begin their classes on Monday instead of today because of that problem with those laptops provided by the district. I want to be able to tell you all that we are reaching out to all of the districts, the largest districts, I should say, in our viewing area, to ask for their superintendents to do conversations like that. So this is just the first of many to come. Tomorrow we'll actually hear from the Pflugerville ISD superintendent, then some more next week. So we hope you'll stay with us as we bring those conversations to you, because there is so much to talk about with how the school year is starting in the midst of a pandemic, dealing with both of those things and all the parts that it takes to get that up and running and working hopefully for most families. I will say that these conversations are happening as part of a Set for School initiative that we here at KXAN are doing. So if you'll take a look right here, you can find much more of our reporting. As you can see, this is our homepage at kxan.com. There I am at the very top of it. Our live stream is happening right there, but just below that, you'll see this banner there that says Set for School. It's right here at the very top of the homepage. If you click on that, it goes to the Set for School page, Learning During Coronavirus, and you can find all of our reporting there. So we have looked into so many different issues right here. As you can see, these are the plans that all of the districts have put out. We've been keeping track of everything that they're doing and putting out there to give you all a resource for parents out there, for one place to look for all of those different subjects, since this is such a trying, unusual time for all of us involved, especially for families and students that are starting out just here in the next few days. So take a look at this page. Again, it's Set for School. That banner's right on our homepage, and you can go right there to look at all of our reporting resources and other things on that page just for you all, our viewers. We do appreciate you all joining our live stream. Again, tomorrow we will have a conversation with the superintendent of Pflugerville ISD. Our morning anchor, Sally Hernandez, is actually conducting that interview, so we'll share that about this time tomorrow afternoon. Once again, I'm Will Dupree here in the KXAN live studio. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone, please stay safe and healthy, and if at all possible, still at home.